Joseph. This is all information that anybody can look up and can find. So for us, that's when they say like we're a hate group, when they use the term hate group, and they make us like a black supremacist group. But then when you come around us, you'll see we got Puerto Ricans with us, we got Mexicans with us, we got Haitians, we got all these different tribes. So are we really a hate group?
So you're a black Puerto Rican Haitian hate group.
And Dominican.
And Dominican.
And Seminole Indian.
And Seminole Indian.
I got to run them all. North Central and South American and black hate group.
All right, what about Alessi? He's
what?
He's Norwegian, Cuban, Chinese.
What's his daddy? What's your dad?
Norwegian.
Where's Norwegian at? That's in Europe, right?
Yeah, that's in Europe.
Oh, yeah, he's white.
But he's white.
Yeah.
Well, my mom's Cuban.
So
she's Cuban Chinese.
Right. So so your mom is Cuban, but you go by the seed of your father. So it's not the seed. Like Bob Marley, that's a white guy to us.
No, he's one of my favorite black guys.
He's not black, though.
He's very black. Come on.
Pull up Bob Marley's father.
I want to love you and treat you right.
Pull up. Google Bob Marley's father.
I know his dad was white, but
Now, pull up. Do you see that picture right there?
Yeah, it's a white guy.
Look, that one. Put the one. No, the one where we got both of them. That one right there. Now, when you look at that picture, Bob Marley looks just like his white father in blackface.
No, but he's got dreads and stuff.
No,
in blackface, see?
Yeah, in blackface.
So he's
like,
black.
Look. Shut up, man. Look at you see the nose, you see the mouth. The only thing Bob got is skin tone and hair texture. But he looks just like his father. So for us, we don't deal with complexion. So if your father is white, then you're white. If your father is Haitian, then you're Haitian. If your father's black, then you're black.
So I could be
like Mariah Carey's black.
Yeah.
Because she got a black father.
Because her mom's white.
But her mom is white, her father's black.
So she claim
looks
her.
like. Yeah, we claim Mariah Carey.
All right, you claim her.
Yeah.
But like you could have the whitest, palest looking Puerto Rican out there, and then like Bob Marley, and you'd be like, get away.
Yes.
Do you not see how that's like a little bit of cognitive dissonance?
No, because what we're erasing actually is erasing. What did I say?
I'm just repeating what you said.
Yeah, we're erasing. We're erasing the colorism that America created. America created a colorism of light skin, dark skin, to where when like they would call the light skinned black person, they say, "Oh yeah, you was the house." They would call a dark skinned person to say you was the field. And so now that colorism makes it seem like if you're light skinned, then that means you had to have somebody white in your line. When that don't even make sense, because you can go into Africa, into Aboriginal. Like there's a people in the Aborigines that have blonde hair and blue eyes, brown skin, and have never been interacted with white people. Because black people have the gift of making many different shades of brown. Uh-huh. So you could be extremely light brown or extremely dark brown. It has nothing to do with mixing with white people.
Doesn't?
No. So we don't suffer from colorism. We don't look at a black person and then make them black or white based on their skin tone. So like if a person comes up to us and they want to learn, the first thing we say is, what's your ethnicity? If they say African, they can't come in there either. If they say Arab, Kamala Harris, they was parading her like she black. That is not a black woman. That's technically it's a white woman, but at best,
how's she white? She's Indian.
Her great grandfather is white, I believe. Yeah, on her father's side.
I'm about to give you a DNA test. We're gonna find some shit out. We're gonna find some shit out.
But DNA, so even DNA test, right? That's a joke in the sense that.
How's it a joke?
Because it was never, live DNA you can test with accuracy. So if you have a kid, that's live DNA. Or like, let's say if someone unalives somebody and they take a swab, you can test that because it's live DNA. So once you going back like 7, 8, 9 generations, it's really just a guess because you don't have no live DNA to test it with. You're just guessing that based on this live DNA, it goes back to here, to here, to here. That's why if you go to 23andMe, African ancestry, and let's say another DNA test, when you get them back, you're going to get 3 different answers. I remember watching this show. There was these triplet white girls, had the same mother and father. And when they went and got their DNA test for their ancestry, it came back with different information for all 3 of them, even though they're triplets with the same mother and father.
Is there a video of their birth? I want to see the gardener, bro.
I don't
when I hear that, I want to see the gardener. Get more Povich in here.
Boy, Maury made a killing off of that stuff there, man. So
Yeah, he did.
yes, he
He
did.
did.
Yeah, so we
But
don't
I see
suffer
what you're saying.
colorism.
So I don't know. I can't speak in an educated manner on how they conduct those tests or whatever, because frankly, I've never really looked into it. But I guess like what I'm getting at is if so, Mariah Carey, black, Bob Marley voted off the island, but it's just
What's that
because
guy? Lenny Kravitz, he's white.
he's white too.
He got a white father.
Okay, but like, what if Lenny
Alicia Keys,
Kravitz?
black.
What if Lenny Kravitz has a kid with a black chick?
Like Lauryn Hill's kids, them is white kids with Zohan. Those are white kids.
Zohan.
Bob Marley's son, Bob Marley's son, is his name Zohan?
Ziggy.
Ziggy, okay,
Yeah,
Ziggy.
right, yeah.
Yeah, those kids, them white kids.
Was his white?
Ziggy is white because his father's white. Ziggy Marley, Bob Marley's son.
But was Bob Marley's wife or the woman?
She was black.
She was black.
Or-
So what
or
I'm
West
saying
Indian.
is his son is 75% black, and he's less black than Mariah
When you
Carey to
look
you?
up, I remember, I think it's North Carolina University say Duke. So we go by the Bible, which says you are the seed of your father. But even science will tell you it's the sperm. Like, a woman can't even have a child without a man. So whatever that sperm is, it's planting. Like black people have a term where we call a woman the earth. And so you plant your seed into the earth. The earth receives seed. So if you take an apple seed and plant it around a bunch of oranges, it's still going to be an apple. Same thing in reverse.
Even if it happens over and over and over again, because I feel like all it takes is one domino in the lineage to fuck the whole thing up forever for somebody. So if we look at a lot of guys all the way back.
From your look, yeah. So like you'll have, like Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin has a very dark-skinned Haitian father. He has a white mother.
Yeah.
And then Blake Griffin went and had children with a white woman too. So when you see Blake Griffin's son, you'll see him on the outside looking. If you saw Blake Griffin's son, you would say that's a white kid.
But it's not to you.
No, it wouldn't be to us.
He's black.
Yeah.
So that kid is blacker than Ziggy Marley.
Mm-hmm.
The math ain't mathing on this one.
Because probably what you're looking at when you say is blacker than Ziggy Marley, you're probably going to look at how they conduct themselves. Like Bob Marley did not take on his father's way of life. He took on his mother's way of life.
I'm not looking at that at all. I'm literally
just looking at it
I'm just
from-
talking percentage of ethnicity right now. I'm not talking about how they act or what it is.
Yeah, that's why we're not supposed to mix. The Bible says we're not supposed to
Where does it
interracially
say
mix.
that?
In Deuteronomy, the 7th chapter, it says,
Deuteronomy
pull it
7th
up.
chapter.
Yeah.
Don't want to mix. All right, so there's a question though.
Yeah.
Are you a Bible literalist? Meaning every word in there.
No, the
Down-
Bible is metaphorically, literal, and spiritual. Spiritual
How do you
first,
make the designation?
by context of what you're reading.
What does that mean?
Meaning if you're reading something and it's talking about death and life, like when God told Adam, if you break this commandment, you're going to die. Adam didn't literally die because that's not the point God was making. But Adam's life was going to be extremely hard. And then you see that. So when they disobeyed, they got kicked out the garden. First thing that you see happen is his two sons, one of his sons kills the other son. That's a hard life to live with. The mother has children in pain. That's another hard life lived. Those are punishments. So that's the death that it's talking about. Even Christ said, let the dead bury the dead. So now we know he's not talking about dead people burying dead people. He's talking about people that are dead spiritually. Let them bury this guy. You come and follow me. So you just have to read to get even when you see trees, people think Adam was the first man on the planet. He was not. There's a boom of
Who
people.
was?
Mankind as a whole was created on the 6th day. Adam is not mentioned until the 7th day in Genesis 2. Yeah.
But he might have been the first action figure that God put there, right?
He's the first man that God put his spirit on, but he's not the first man.
Can you explain that?
So imagine all three of us, right? So all three of us, we're created, right? We're living on the earth. And then God comes and chooses you and say, I'm going to give you my instructions on how to live, what to build, what to do, what not to do. You would have life. Him and I would be alive, but we don't have the life, meaning the laws from God. That's what life is biblically. That's what Adam was received.
Right. So you're saying that at the time Adam had received the life or whatever,
Or
there were other
instructions.
people walking around.
Doing whatever. Yeah, that's Genesis. In Genesis, the 1st chapter, you see the timeline of creation. And on the 6th day, it says, let us create man in our image. male and female, he created them, and then told them to subdue the earth. Two people can't subdue the earth. Even when Cain killed Abel, what did Cain say? They that see me will slay me. Who's the they? If we go by the logic of just Adam and Eve, it can only be Adam, Eve, and Cain. Because Abel is dead because Cain just killed him.
Right.
So when Cain says, they that see me will slay me, God acknowledges and puts a mark on Cain. So even God acknowledged the other people. And then Cain leaves from Adam and Eve's presence, goes to the land of Nod, and gets a wife. Where's he getting his wife from? And built a city.
Yeah, so it would have had to been somewhere.
It had to be other
maybe,
people.
Maybe,
there.
God sent down somebody, said,
or maybe he just created them on maybe he just created them on the 6th day.
Might have.
Yeah, and because Adam is the 7th day.
But point being, like, so you said it's spiritual, literal, and metaphorical? Mm-hmm. Is that it?
Yeah.
But and then the way you explained it was that the context is what matters. But you're making the judgment on what the context is, where there's quote unquote context.
I always say the Lord would make, I believe in the Bible spiritually. So I believe that understanding, because everybody has the Bible and everybody can read it. If you don't have the Spirit of God, you will not understand it. Now, biblically speaking, only Israelites can understand the Bible.
Only Israelites can understand it.
The way God intended.
How do you know this?
Psalms 147, he said, he showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments. He has not dealt so with any nation. So for us, spiritually speaking, to understand it the way God intended it, we have to be the ones to interpret it, Israelites.
Do you think you're like born therefore with some sort of like gene in your genetic code that allows you to spiritually understand it that doesn't allow me to spiritually understand it?
No, because then that would kind of be like magic. But what I would say is that when you study yourself to be approved, the Lord will give his spirit to you to understand.
Study yourself to be approved? What do you mean?
Like the Bible says study. So you got to have, like, it ain't magic where you just come out the womb and just know these things. You have to come out, you have to read the book, you have to be into the book. You have to serve the Most High. You have to keep the commandments of God. Like, if you're not following God's commandments, how could you ever understand them? So that's the criteria that you would have to have first. Sometimes the Lord just uses you. Like he saw Moses when Moses unalived that Egyptian. He used Moses to go and free the children of Israel. So he can use you how you see fit as well.
What do you mean? What do you mean he used him to go get him? Like he decided because Moses killed an Egyptian?
He set Moses up. So he made sure
God set Moses up.
Yeah, meaning what I mean by set him up, not set him up to set him up in this way. Pharaoh was trying to unalive all the firstborn. God made sure Moses lived. Moses grew up in Pharaoh's house. And Moses, even though he grew up with a silver spoon, he saw the poor and he saw that Egyptian harming that Israelite. And then he unalived them because most people think Moses didn't know he was an Israelite. Moses always knew he was an Israelite.
Even before he found out?
Mm-hmm.
How do we know this?
Because when the baby was sent down the river, and Pharaoh's daughter found him. Pharaoh's daughter fetched the mother of Moses. And so Pharaoh's daughter gets Moses, Pharaoh knows this is the daughter knows this is a Hebrew baby, and fetched the mother and let the mother raise it. The baby just grew up in Pharaoh's house, but the mother raised him. So he didn't grow up in secrecy.
Yeah, but did the mother ever tell Moses like
how would they know the mother? Remember, the scriptures say Pharaoh's daughter fetched for the mother, so they went and got the mother and his sister Miriam. So they raised Moses. Moses always knew he was an Israelite.
But you're a kid. You're only born into the environment.
No. Not as a baby. I ain't saying he didn't know as a baby. But as he got older, he knew he was an Israelite.
But he could have just assumed they were like the help. You know what I mean?
They would have told him.
They would have told him.
Yeah,
they would have told
any
Moses.
mother. Yeah. That's why when he saw
under threat of death, though, because if they tell him, Pharaoh may be like, "Yo, off with your head."
The reason why Moses didn't die was because of Pharaoh's daughter. Pharaoh's daughter is the reason why they didn't unalive that baby. Otherwise, they would have unalived the baby.
Yeah.
Because that was the decree.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's like, imagine if you a ruler and you unaliving all the black babies, and your daughter finds this black baby and compels you to save this black baby. And then you save the black baby for your daughter's sake, and then that black baby lead to revolt that kill all white people. That's what Moses did.
But he was captured later and told he was a Hebrew. That's the way I was.
No, that's movies. That's not in the Bible.
It's not in the Bible.
In the Bible,
Unless he's a big Bible guy. Is this driving with what you know of the Bible?
It's interesting. It's a different interpretation, but I can tell from the way you're talking. But you've obviously studied specific texts, right? I can tell you know them right away. And I think what you said there in the beginning is very appropriate. Where there's a lot of context when you read these,
right?
And I think the context